name's Kimberley Moriarty. I'm a trained transformational life coach and I'm a patient coach here at Karidis Clinic. So the Karidis coaching patient service is really about preparing patients for the emotional and psychological journey that's sometimes involved when you have surgery. And what we do here is we offer patients a pre-op coaching session and a post-op coaching session. A pre-op coaching session is really to help prepare them for that journey ahead and address any say issues that might be coming up for them. Sometimes they're not even conscious of really what's going on behind the scenes, so there might be some feelings of anxiety. Sometimes people have a fear around general anaesthetic. Sometimes there can be feelings of guilt for spending this money on yourself. Maybe you've never put yourself first or done anything like that. And sometimes people just don't even know how to share the information that they're having surgery, or they want to really keep it a secret and want to explore like how can they do that most effectively. And the other thing I tend to do is really just explore the motivations for people behind why they've had surgery, because sometimes when they're still feeling a bit apprehensive, they've made the decision, they've paid their deposit, there's still something niggling in the back of their head like, oh, I'm still feeling a certain type of way. Often exploring motivations can really help them see that actually there's a bigger reason and this is their North Star, so to speak, that they can just keep focusing on that. And just ensuring that their expectations are realistic. Like, what have you heard Mr. Karidis say to you? What have you heard the nurse say to you? And just kind of getting that feedback and really just exploring that with them, what they're expecting, why they're wanting to have the surgery, what are they hoping to feel like after that? Because that's generally tends to be the motivation for people of why they're having surgery in the first place. Like, they want to feel better about themselves, or they want to feel different to how they're feeling now. And that is kind of what I do with people pre-op. Post-operatively, there can be a lot of adjustments to having had surgery. Sometimes people can experience a low mood following surgery, so just really being there as someone that they can talk to outside of their environment can be really useful for patients. And particularly there are some surgeries where there's a transition. You've lived your life with this condition or this thing that's made you feel unhappy, and then all of a sudden you don't have that there. So it's really kind of like, how do you transition to this new body, this new way of being, and just really helping people to see that the changes that they're wanting, the feelings that they're wanting to feel, they're more than just the surgery. They're really about how they're thinking about themselves, how they're looking at themselves, and that's something that I support people with. I've worked for Karidis Clinic for 6 years, and in that time I've also worked as clinic manager. So I've seen a lot of the issues that come up for patients. We've now been offering this service for going on 2 years. I retrained as a transformational life coach in the time that I've worked here, and so we decided to implement this service. And what we've mainly seen is just an increase in patient satisfaction. Like, not that we used to have a lot of complaints, but the complaints have, they're almost non-existent. So there's a real, I guess, need for this in the industry of really helping patients to understand their motivations, really understand what the journey is like, because what I have seen is most people don't really understand what the impact of having surgery is going to be for them emotionally and psychologically. So what we've seen is like coupling coaching with surgery really gives people the whole package, that they can have the surgery and really experience long-lasting effects of contentment and happiness in who they are.